All right, it's your girl, Sandra D, the main event, and welcome to my channel. We will now be talking about hair and we will now be talking about food. We are on the journey of talking about the narcissist. Okay, now this video is going to be about how the narcissist, runs their relationships like a business. Okay, so the first thing a narcissist is going to do is they're already peeping game about you when they first saw you from either afar or they had met you but didn't really have a full-blown conversation with you, but you caught their eye. Okay, so they're already admiring you from afar because remember I told you, you guys are destined for greatness. Okay, and that narcissist wants to know how they can be down to ride your coattail or to stop you from your destiny. Okay, now what happens is this: a narcissist will run their relationships like a business. Now, you guys remember when I told you, when you're in that love bombing stage, that right there is your interview to see if the narcissist is going to hire you for the job that they need to have fulfilled, because they're always on the hunt for supply to meet their demands, their own personal lifestyle. Okay. And what they're looking for is for someone to fulfill a role to be able to make up for the things that they lacked in their lives when they were children, because they was traumatized and they did not receive certain things that they needed when they were kids. So they grow up as adults, but they're still children. So what they're looking for is for the things that they did not get as a kid to be made up, so that they will feel like they didn't miss out in anything in life. Okay, so the narcissist was already admiring you, already knew that you were destined for greatness. Okay, so then when they were watching you, they were mirroring you, they were mimicking you. They wanted to make sure that they understood your stance, and how they can get over on you by manipulating you, because they knew that you wouldn't be an easy target, if you will. So what a narcissist will do during the love bombing stage is making sure that they fill in the blanks of the things that you had told them during the interviewing stage, which was the love bombing stage. When you went out with them and they was trying to get to know you, you was trying to get to know the narcissist, except for they wasn't really allowing you to really get to know them because they needed you to spill the tea, so that they could understand how they was going to run their game on you. So once they figure out the things that you told them and where they wanted to place you in their system, this is when they began doing the good deeds, and this is when they started complimenting you. This was that probationary period once you get hired for the job. Now, what they're looking for during that probationary period, while they hire you, is for you to perform tasks and duties that they already have for you to do, and they want you to fulfill. Now, you being destined for greatness and being nurturing as you are, you don't see this as being a problem until it becomes problematic. So what's going on during this stage is that they loving everything that you bring into the table because they're able to get that supply. So they happy about that. But once they start getting that investment in and they starting to see things, that's when they put you on this pedestal, and that's when they start lowering you down, okay? Because at this point you're getting past the probationary period of how they want to run they scam on you, okay? At this point, you've been in the system long enough to where they can start to be able to pull the rug from right up under you, okay? But at the same time, they want to make sure that when they selected you, are you able to fulfill that role, and are they able to receive a profit? Because remember, it's going to be transitional for them. So what they're looking for is to take from you and you get nothing in return. Because what they're doing is when they put that investment into the love bombing stage, that's going to be the last, that's pretty much is going to be really the last little nice kind thing that you're going to see in a while. Let's put it that way. So once the love bombing is done and they see, okay, well, I'm turning a profit, okay, that's when they're going to start to devour you. Okay, because they got to put you on timeout and put you on hold because they need to go and select more supply. Okay, because one, they get bored. Two, they get, it's not that they get lonely, but they feel like they got to have everything to meet their needs, that if they can't get you to meet everything in this position, they're going to get somebody else that can fill that. So what they're trying to do is make sure that they hire enough supply, again, to meet their supply and their demand. So what they're going to do is start looking for other supply, okay, to add. Okay, because remember, they've been missing things that they didn't get when they was growing up. Okay, so now you're feeding the supply that they need to build. Okay, so that it can continue to be lucrative, not for you, but for the narcissist. Okay, because they feel like when they invested in you, that was enough, while you giving everything you can, including the kitchen sink. Okay, now once you get to the point to where you are like, something about this ain't cool, why you treating me like this, why you talking to me like this, this is when they can look at, they're going to start looking and saying, okay, like this supply I have, I want to keep, but I don't like that my supply is asking me these questions, and I don't like to be questioned. Okay, so then they'll either put you on a timeout, okay, or they will discard you, meaning they'll fire you. Okay, because you too much work for them to be able to keep, even though your profits is high and good, they cannot afford to keep you because you're going to expose them and they don't want to lose. So they rather try to cut you first so that you can't recognize them for the scam that they running on you. Okay. Now, sometimes they'll still pick a supply, and even though that supply may not be in the black, but is in the red, they'll still work with that one because sometimes, they're needy. They may not have other supply, and they need to keep something until they can get to the next one. Okay, so even if the supply may not be up to par as the narcissist may want, that doesn't mean that he's ready to get rid of you yet. He may be still trying to train you because he like you, because there's attributes that you have that can turn and flip and make a profit to benefit the narcissist. Okay, so they will work with someone that may not be turning a profit, but they bring something to the table because the narcissists feel like they can continue to run game on them. So they're going to try to train them to get them up to par, to get them to be in the black so that they can profit some kind of way. Okay. So you need to understand that when the narcissist is sitting over here in a relationship with you, he is looking at you to see what type of profit can you bring to the table that's going to meet his supply and his demand. And the supply that he's looking for is the type of supply that's going to be in the black, but that's not going to question him because he feels like he is the boss and you have no right to ask him questions, that you just got to do as he say and do what he asks you to do. No questions asked. Okay, that's the kind of supply he's really looking for. And he can get that from different type of supply that don't know no better. But when you are an individual who recognize and understand that something about this ain't cool and I'm not rolling with this and I don't want no parts of this, and you a supply that's been bringing in a profit, he's going to do everything that he can to try to smear you with a smear campaign. And what he's trying to do is not just damage or delay your destiny. And it's not just he's trying to keep you broken so that you cannot fulfill your destiny. Sometimes he's doing these things because he knows that there's someone on the arise that's better for you. And he doesn't want you to get hired, okay, by a real boss that's going to do you right, that's not going to mistreat you, that's going to have a benefit package for you, that's going to give you time off. You know what I'm saying? That's going to give you them perks that you're supposed to be having that the narcissist should have been giving you, but wouldn't be giving it to you because they storing it up for themselves. So sometimes a narcissist is not always going to sit over here and cut you loose. Sometimes they're going to try to hoover, come back and see how they can get you to come back to the company because you were an asset. But when you close the door and you slam the door on the narcissist, sometimes that's where he becomes a stalker because he wants to understand why you left. Even though they know why you left because of how they treated you. They just felt like you was going to stay in a relationship anyway. Because what they were trying to do was lower your standards. They were trying to get you to not see your worth and put themselves in a position to where they look like you couldn't do without them. So when a narcissist is in a relationship, you have to remember that the narcissist is not thinking about you personally, but what you can bring to the table. And when you're in a relationship, how can this narcissist profit off of you? Because the narcissists know that if you're in the black and you say exit stage left, the fat lady is singing, I don't give a damn what you saying, how you saying it, deuces, bye, adios, au revoir, arrivederci, all that good stuff. That's when they are mad. That's when they are angry. And that's when they try to stop you from your destiny because they don't want you to succeed as being the successful person that you are, because your light shines bright and they know that you're destined for greatness and they understand they can't not ride your coattail. This is when all these other things come into play because they're trying to stop your destiny, but your destiny cannot be stopped because you got to remember, a narcissist will always reap what they sow. They think they getting away with it. They laughing while they sitting over here doing all these things. But in the end, baby, them tears is going to come for real. They going to feel that hurt. They will get what they have sown. They will receive that karma because you can't go around mistreating someone that sat over here and did you good and you know they didn't deserve how you was treating them. And because you was treated like that and you never healed from your wounds in the past, you want to sit over here and make somebody pay for something that they could never pay for because they wasn't the one who did you wrong. All right, you guys, I just wanted to follow up this video and let you guys know how a narcissist runs his relationships like a business. I'll see you guys in the next video.